Hi guys, so I recently downloaded Renwood and oh my god, where has this been all my life? The art, just look at this. The moment I saw this, I wanted to draw like this. So I took the challenge to change my art style in just 1 month. So the first step is to find some inspiration. So first you will do is you need to scroll on Pinterest, Twitter, Rednote or anything you want. Just find what you like, what you don't like and what you want to draw. Find the inspiration on which you want to develop and create your new art style. I ended up scrolling too much, but don't be like me, okay? We need to get our ish together. Anyways, then for me, I really like long shape and desaturated color palettes and long scrumptious hair in this style. So yeah, that is what I want to work on. So the next step is that you need to start by tiny bits. Don't jump into full portraits but rather start small. What I did was I did some light studies of eyes from the reference that I picked. And then I basically did is just copy the artist's eyes and tweak it according to my preference. Then I moved on to the face structure. I wasn't really happy with how I drew it in the past, so I wanted to emphasize on that. And the one mistake that I did was that I didn't draw using guidelines in the further study, so it led me to waste so much time on that. So please don't do that. And I one tip I wanted to give you is that don't just stick to one shape that you like. Just experiment with every drawing because it's an process. Step 3 is to mix and match. What you need to do is just pick characteristic that you like and try to implement that in your own drawings. What I did was I implemented the develops jewelry and things, and I implemented colors, and I implemented subsurface scattering that I wanted to implement. So it's just about mix and matching and the things you like in small areas of your drawings. Step 4 is learning how to color, but before that I wanted to do hair studies, so I moved on to that because my hair is kind of stiff and I wanted to learn how to really draw that and do a little studies, so I moved on to that. After the hair studies, we have to move on to the colors, and man, it was so hard. But anyways, first I did on my own, and then I tried the YouTuber's method. So yeah, let's see that. So first we are going to try UKO style. What you have to do is pick a base color, give it a darker shade of gradient on the side where there will be shadows, and lighter shade on the lighter part. What you do is draw shadows and give it a gradient with a airbrush, and just make some edges soft so it doesn't look so edgy. Anyways, then you just add a different lighting or just use subsurface scattering. You can find many tutorials on that. Then I did the second study from Natsume-san on YouTube, and it is so good. I took some little tips like ambient lighting, different lighting to set up the mood, and just some soft blending here and there to just give it a more natural look. And let's move on to the hair studies. This is the first one. I wasn't really happy with the hair shading, but overall it was such a good piece. I was really happy about its face and its hairs, and I was really in love with the fur coat. And yeah, I did struggle with the background, but it was such a nice piece. I was really happy with drawing this, and I just realized that it does look like Sam's piece. The face structure is so much like his. And then this is the second one. I was also happy with the hairs. I just picked it up from the study. I was also again struggling on the background. I need to work on that so much. I am really loving the cherry background so much these days, and just little flowers. Anyways, I was really happy with the hair, and I tweaked it a little bit again. And yeah, I did change some background here and there, and this is the final study. And this is the last one. I was really happy with the background, but in the end I really changed it with some things, and I was really happy with its hair, but I was struggling in drawing her face. So yeah, I was really happy with the fur coat again, and all of the things. I was really struggling on finding a foreground for this actually, so I just used this and I was really happy. Anyways, I'm far away from reaching my favorite style, but it will take a time. So yeah, I will also encourage you to change yours, because this in this way you will also grow. Anyways, that is it for today. Bye bye, have fun. Ooh, wah, wah, wah.